So, gentlemen, I have another acquisition, having had returned from my favorite place in the world, the scrapyard. Now, this may look like a part of an old barber's chair or something of that ilk, but in fact, it's a Carl Zeiss hydraulic telescoping ram, essentially a stand for, I'm not categorically sure what, as Carl Zeiss, or rather the Zeiss company, Carl Zeiss is long since in the heavenly workshop, but Zeiss as such is a vast company specializing in many dark recesses of precision field, be it optics or granite measuring plates. I mean, ultimately, whether you're making a optically flat piece of glass for a telescope, for a sniper scope, or for an objective for a microscope, or whether you're making an optically flat slab of granite, it's pretty much the same thing, different material, but diamond cuts it all the same. That being said, now you may be wondering, what the fuck are you gonna do with such a piece? And I could say that I have no idea, which would not be entirely true. I will most likely turn it into something akin to a bar table. I wanted to make a nice expanding plate that would sit atop this and that would potentially hold a small granite surface plate. But that being said, however, this is the latest acquisition. It's quite a nice piece. It's not overly tall. I have a meter at hand, but a measuring tape, I'm sorry. My language calls measuring tape by the basic measurement name meter. So I'm tripping balls occasionally when I'm trying to remember the English words for it, and I'm not really given the opportunity to actively engage in English practically ever. So yeah, I'm sorry if my English is sometimes dotted with certain vowels or words or whatever that apparently has no place in actual English. That's the explanation why that is so. But yeah, you have seen this. I will be restoring it, so that will be the video, and I'm in the process of editing like 5 other videos that I'm not releasing because I'm constantly either scrapping footage or filming it all over again, at least the parts that I can reshoot. But yeah, I'm sorry for keeping the radio silence for a prolonged period. Well, video silence, but I guess video killed the radio, so it can be used as an analogy. It's the next step. This is just a short addition to the video, filmed maybe an hour later. As you can see, I have taken out the Zeiss stand from my rear trunk from the car, and the point of this short addendum is this lovely screw plug, which, as you can see, is absolutely intact like all the other fasteners. I'm sorry, there is not enough light to focus on these small ones, and I do not want to pump this ram because if this threaded plug and its flat slot are as intact as they are, my only conclusion is that nobody has ever changed the oil since this lovely piece left the factory floor, or rather the assembly floor. So, with the oil being in a terrible condition most likely, possibly even slightly contaminated with water from sitting at the scrapyard for I don't know how long, not long because I'm there all too often, and I would have noticed this piece at least a week ago when I was there last time, which it wasn't, and there hasn't been much rain ever since, but I do not want to risk any crap. I wanted to open this. As you can see, I took a flat blade just to check out if this is only finger tight, for if it was, then I would not be risking gouging this beautifully finished threaded plug. But I actually have a perfect driver for this. I have had need of such a long flat screwdriver for my sharer lathe, and I actually modified a 17mm Allen bit that has a square drive on the rear end, a Allen socket, with my baby Emco mill to fit, I think, the exact size slot for a flat slotted screw quite some time ago. But unfortunately, for the love of God, I'm completely unable to find it. I rummaged through the whole shop, I checked every place that it could have been, and of course it's nowhere where it should be. The only place where it actually should be is on the sharer lathe herself, because that's the only machine up until now that actually could have used such a driver for anything, and it is the place where I last used it. So where the fuck has it gone? I've got no idea. But I will not be fiddling with this threaded plug, not until I find it. I will most likely pull out the ram up from here. I will take off this cap. I assume that it has a simple hydraulic gland or something like that on the inside, and with this section gone, I will be just able to press on the pedal, press the release knob as well, the mushroom, and fighting some vacuum, I will be able to extract this plunger, let's call it that, changing the oil that way. But until I do so, this will be the end of the video.